So hello, my name's Lance McCarthy, Chief Executive, and welcome to my latest video diary. So today I've got the pleasure of spending some time with our Safeguarding Vulnerable Persons team, so with Sarah, Christine and Anna. So Sarah, can you just briefly talk me through the size and scale of your team and the things that you cover and support for our patients and our women?
Yeah, so the Safeguarding team has recently gone through a restructure, and that now encompasses mental health. So we've got 8 individuals, including plus the mental health team. We also link very closely with the enhanced care team, the Admiral nurse and learning disabilities. So we've got a named midwife with her deputy, the named nurse for Safeguarding Children, and myself as the lead for adults and the head of Safeguarding with my deputy as well.
Fabulous. And you were just telling me the vast number of people that you support on a monthly basis. Can you just talk me through that?
Yeah, so I think what we looked at our facts and figures, and on a monthly average across all the work streams, we probably touch base, not physically, but on average with about 100 across each work stream, vulnerable people. That might be pregnant people, unborn and children and adults. And that covers a range of consultations, safeguarding referrals, deprivation of liberty applications and mental capacity assessments.
Wow. So 300 or so a month?
Yeah, on average that, yeah. And some of those are long-term safeguarding cases that, especially in maternity, they will be following them up throughout their pregnancy. And for us, it might be those patients who are in our hospital in that vulnerable time. Every day we send out a safeguarding sit rep that goes out to the key people in the organisation, which is the matrons, the site team, so they know where our vulnerable patients are, be it on the children's ward. We particularly look at the 16 and 17-year-olds on the adult wards, so they've got support from our Safeguarding Children team, and where all our deprivation of liberty cases are.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, and thank you to your team. Obviously, you're a super specialist team, but safeguarding is just not your responsibility, is it?
No. So I've got 2 individuals who lead on the work streams with their colleagues. So we've got the named midwife for Safeguarding Children and Safeguarding maternity, but also safeguarding is everyone's responsibility. So we're not here 24/7, and that's why we expect people to undertake their safeguarding training, that they're compliant. There are different options to undertake that. They can do it face-to-face or they can do e-learning, which will achieve compliance for 3 years. But it is really key people are able to recognise what might be abuse and make that referral. I think we'll be very worried if we came in on a Monday morning and there were no referrals in our inbox and no activity over the weekends. That would give us cause for concern. Never happens, but
Sure.
we don't want that.
And the training, so I've been through the training obviously, and it's fantastic in terms of highlighting all risk factors and things you should be looking out for, because quite often it's not the obvious. There is the obvious, but there's also a lot of our patients who may be vulnerable because of something that's much less obvious.
Yes, I think the key word for us in safeguarding is professional curiosity, and ask that question and dig a little bit deeper sometimes. Something you'd have to go, safeguarding's like an iceberg, there's a little bit on the top and there's a lot underneath that we might not know about. And you might have heard in some of the recent cases, serious case reviews, safeguarding adult reviews, there is a lot that we don't know about as an organisation, and that's why we have joint partnership meetings to find out what all partners would have on that individual. So there's a lot of information that comes out there.
Yeah, and obviously working outside the hospital with a lot of additional partners as well.
Yeah, we link with obviously social services, predominantly police, probation, GP surgeries, and it's important to have those open and honest conversations really, because there is a lot of information that we can all work to, and it's about getting the best for that vulnerable person, be it child, adult or unborn.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've also now got a whole series of trainees coming through on a regular basis to help and support as well.
Yeah, so we just about 18 months ago we became a spoke placement for students, and so that is a week-long placement for the vulnerable adults team, and that encompasses enhanced care, safeguarding children, maternity, adults, learning disabilities, and the Admiral nurse. So they've got a week long, they spend time with all of us. And it's really we've had some really positive feedback from, I think, my colleagues in the team, and so that's really refreshing to have students in to challenge us, and also the students who've said they didn't realise what went on behind the scenes in relation to safeguarding. So it's been really positive, yeah.
Fabulous, thank you. And obviously, apart from the training, which is obviously key, any other key message that you would give to all colleagues, or something that would enhance safeguarding across the organisation from your perspective?
So I think, yes, training is one thing. I think also in certain areas, staff are expected to undertake safeguarding supervision, which I think Christine, my colleague, will touch on. But I think it is about asking the unthinkable question. If you've got that reason to doubt, make that referral, contact us. We're available Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, core hours. You've got out-of-hours service by the site team. You've got social care. And we would rather you make that referral and act on that and protect that person, because the unthinkable may happen if we don't do that.
And just so everybody knows, how best to make a referral, or what are the different ways of making a referral?
So to make a referral for children's, currently that is through a portal. That's on our Alex page. So all staff make that. It's through a safeguarding portal, goes to Hertfordshire or Essex, depending where the child resides. And for adults, it's to send in the referral form to our generic email, and then we obviously put that through the relevant portals. So yeah, that's how I make it.
And obviously it's really important in terms of having a view about where we're going and how do we continue to develop safeguarding services and support. So you're in the process of refreshing your strategy, is that right?
Yeah, so I think since the restructure, we're looking at our strategy, safeguarding strategy, and we're working with the strategy team, and also looking at having a digital business partner and how we can enhance our processes and make them a little bit more tech savvy than we've done. So that's a work in progress. I think we've got a further meeting in May with the strategy team, and we're going to be taking it to the safeguarding steering group in June for our draft review. Yeah.
Fabulous. And then we can utilise that to feed through all of the other clinical strategies.
Yeah, and that's the work we've been doing with the strategy team about that, to make sure safeguarding is the golden thread that goes through everyone's strategy. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Really, really important. Thank you very much for your time today, and thank you to you and the whole team for everything that you do to support all of our patients.
Thanks.
So welcome to Anna, who I think you're 5 weeks into post.
That's correct, yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And Christine, thank you very much, two of our other amazing team that support safeguarding across the organisation. So Anna, you were just talking to me about the referrals process and how we could try to improve that.
Yes, it's great when staff do make a referral, and I think it's extremely important that when they add it to Datex, they do include the referral, because sometimes that's a lot of background work for us and things may get missed. So therefore referrals are extremely important, that we close the loop, and the quality of the referrals as well is terribly important. The reason I say that is because if a referral is made and the information isn't there or conclusive or of a quality standard, sometimes social care will bounce it back, which obviously delays the process as well. And the other thing I said was around training and the importance of people accessing the training. But also, you know, it is vital that they know the signs and symptoms and include the adults as well as the children in the referral.
Absolutely. And as Sarah was saying, it's everybody's business, isn't it? And it's that massive importance for the professional curiosity.
Indeed, yes.
And Christine, so Sarah mentioned supervision earlier. Can you just talk me through supervision process and the importance of that and where we are with that?
So safeguarding supervision is mandatory for all staff that work directly with children. It's optional for other staff if they want to access safeguarding supervision. It's mandatory every 3 months. So we really need to get people to start attending and utilising it, because it's really beneficial for the staff member to come and bring a case, discuss the case, and we can talk through. Sometimes cases are quite difficult, and it gives that staff member the opportunity to, get that out there and make sure that we follow the correct procedures
and support the staff member as well.
Yeah, totally.
And it is important, like you say, Christine, because it's so complex sometimes, and I think Sarah alluded to the fact it's like a jigsaw puzzle, and you have to put all the jigsaw pieces together, and supervision is a good avenue for that.
And it's protected time. Yeah. So the staff can access that through the training team, so they can log on to Teams and book it via the electronic system.
Fabulous. So we'd encourage everybody to do that. Absolutely. And to drive that and to make that part of appraisal conversations as well, etc.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fabulous. If there was one thing that could transform and how you supported teams and how our patients were better supported, what would that be?
I would say training and supervision, and to know that we're as a team here to support, advise and support. So look out for us, or try and get our contact details.
Absolutely. And I suppose a word to everybody really is not to be shy about contacting
No,
you.
absolutely.
Specialist team, loads and loads of knowledge. You know how to access. You might not be able to solve the problem immediately, but you're the specialist team. Please don't be shy to contact you in any way.
Lovely.
Fabulous. And thank you again so much for your time as well today. And thank you for everything that you're doing to support all of our patients and our colleagues as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.